Despite its potential for promoting government accountability and transparency, the FOI Act remains underutilized by Nigerians due to low compliance by institutions. This, according to civil society organizations and government stakeholders, can be reversed through coordinated efforts to boost awareness and implement the Act. This was part of the key takeaways at the North Central Roundtable on FOI Act in Abuja.
The Freedom of Information Act 2011, signed into law by former President Goodluck Jonathan, grants citizens the right to access information from public institutions. However, 14 years later, stakeholders at this forum note that little progress has been made, as implementation remains a challenge in many public institutions. Research findings presented by Faith Nwadishi show over 70% of respondents have not used the FOI, and 75% of those who use it did not receive a response, thereby showing low knowledge of the Act among Nigerians.
Many public institutions still operate in a culture of secrecy, while some are yet to establish the FOI unit. Some websites are inactive, even when the laws requires proactive disclosure of information by MDAs. Some agencies outrightly refuse to respond to FOI requests.
Common sense law. It took us 11 years to get FOI, and 14 years down the line, we're still looking back. And as if being true to that proverb that says if it took us 11 years, maybe it should take another 22 years before we get it right. That is not supposed to be so. And the reason we are here is to say that paradigm needs to change.
The meeting also provided an opportunity to reflect on compliance by the extractive industry, as the Executive Secretary of NEITI, Orji Ogbonnaya, suggests amending the Act to penalize misuse such as false identities and blackmail.
We therefore propose an amendment to the FOI Act that introduces stringent sanctions for those who weaponize this law through falsehood, blackmail, or institutional harassment. This law must protect access and punish abuse. If we do not act, the FOI Act risks losing its moral force.
Because when you talk to most of these public institutions, they will tell you they don't have fund. That's why they cannot even comply with the 7 days timeline. But we are sensitizing them, and we are getting good results in that area.
The forum recommends that government officials and institutions should not only comply with the FOI Act, but also promote transparency, accelerate subnational adoption and implementation through legal and technical support, promote civic education on responsible FOI use through nationwide awareness campaign. Olamide Ario, AIT News, Abuja.